Welcome. Whoa, that was loud, people. Let's start that again, shall we? Welcome. A little bit more serene. Welcome to. Well, it's going to be one of them episodes, people. Welcome to episode 158 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It's Saturday, people. Saturday, the 7th of November, 2020. And I hope your waking week has been good, people. It is the fucking weekend. It is 6:15, 17 minutes past 6 for all those anal fuckers out there. Just clicked over to 18 minutes past 6, guys. On Saturday night, and we are here at Briggs Towers, surrounded by explosions, because it is the annual. 5th of November is Guy Fawkes night here in the UK, or fireworks night, or Guy Fawkes night. Really, Guy Fawkes night, and where we celebrate scaring dogs and ex-soldiers with PTSD by setting off fireworks around the country, just to give them a little jolt back into life and make them cower under the nearest table. It seems to be that this year. Anyway, people on social media are now, hey man, I got a dog. Can people stop setting off like fireworks and shit like that and celebrating fucking the death of Guy Fawkes? Although we kind of celebrate it. If you've ever watched V for Vendetta, that is basically what's going on around me at the moment. Although a little bit more muted than usual because of the old COVID-19 going about. That's still going about, bobbing and weaving, isn't it? Hello, mate. How you doing? All right. Do you want to die of a fucking respiratory illness? Here, have a bit of me, son. So that's going around me at the moment. Let's have a little bit of tea before we fucking start this. Wet the old fucking whistle, son. There we go. Little ladylike sip there. Not that that sip was gender specific. Let's have a little bit of a more manly sip. There we go, and a non-binary sip as well. That's everybody encompassed, isn't it? There we go. So it's like Guy Fawkes night. Well, basically, if you're not aware of this, I think I said this last year, and I will repeat it every single year. For our either our colonial cousins or people that we used to rule over years ago who are listening from abroad, we celebrate in this fair isle of ours the plot. Well, we don't celebrate the plot. I think it's like the Guy Fawkes was a geezer who wanted to blow up Parliament. He put a load of gunpowder in there. He fucked up, got caught, got fucking grassed up, son, by the old COVID police back then, the equivalent of, and and then got fucking hung, drawn, and quartered or whatever. I think that's a brief synopsis of the situation. And now every November the 5th, remember the 5th of November, which this year we went into lockdown, obviously, and everybody else has gone into lockdown, but people are still letting off fireworks and shit like that. So who knows, baby? Who knows? So, we celebrate that by setting off fucking fireworks, son, don't we? Because we're fucking English. And we do what the fuck we like, son. So we do that. So if you can hear any explosions in the background, this is not coming live from a war zone. I've not turned into some sort of K80 Googler. I've not turned into anything like that. It's just like shit going on outside because I've left this until the evening. Talking about leaving things till late. Tenuous link, he says. Full of tenuous links at the moment, the old Ben Briggs podcast. Hey, man, I'm not really liking the tenuous links and shit like that, so I'm not going to be listening from now on. Okay, fair enough. You know, like we've all got our thing, haven't we? Let's have a little bit more tea before we start this bit. there we go. Hey, Ben, why don't you just drink the tea before you start the podcast, and then it'll flow a little bit better. Hey, we don't want to get too professional, do we? You know, we all know where that leads. Talking about things that are going on a bit. Fucking hell, Jesus, the US election. Doesn't it go on? Can I be the first to say that? Doesn't it fucking go on? It's like Saturday. Didn't it start on like Tuesday? On the last podcast, we were talking about that, and there's still not a fucking result. Really? America, get yourselves together, people. We wrap it up in this country in 24 hours. Bish, bash, bosh, boom, done. We got another fucking idiot down in street. One moving out, one moving in. Bish, bash, bosh, done. Innit? Fucking hell. Jesus. They hang around in America like jilted lovers, don't they? Just like, you know, hanging around, sending fucking emails still. Hey, babes, how you doing? I just thought you'd be okay. Oh, you were somebody else. Oh, okay then. Hey, babes, just checking in on you and see if you're okay. Really miss you, etc., etc. Yeah, so, yeah, it's a bit of a jilted lover scenario going on there in the States. So, fuck knows. It looks like Trump's going to lose, but, like, at this point, he is unwilling to back down. I will not leave. His finger hovering over the nuke button. I think they have to leave like after a, you know, certain amount of time or something, don't they? Like in the new year or something like that when they officially go. But this is like him losing but not being able to admit it. We've all been there, people, haven't we? We've all been there. Admitting that, trying to admit to ourselves that we're in the right and everybody else is in the wrong. Hey, man, it's just counting. Maybe if the US education system, controversial, was better, they'd be able to count some fucking votes and get the fucking asshole out and get the new asshole in there. We hated that guy. Whatever happens, like if Biden eventually does win, in 4 years' time, the country's going to be fucking hating him anyway. It's the way it works. It's the Tony Blair effect coming in. Hey, guys, I'm different from everybody else. Oh, are you? No, not really. We're going to fucking just continue bombing brown people in another country. I don't know, people. Anyway, yeah, so that seems to be fucking going on a bit, doesn't it? Talking about things going on a bit. Whoa. I don't know, man. There was something I saw. We've got, not talking about things going on a bit, we've got another thing as well. November's quite a busy period in the UK for stuff. And talking about bombing brown people and stuff like that. We have Poppy Day coming up on the 11th. So tomorrow is Poppy Sunday or whatever they call it. No, not Mothering Sunday, Poppy Day or whatever, innit? It's the closest one to the 11th hour. You know, the First World War, they celebrate that, don't they? We all buy poppies in this country because of the poppy fields and shit like that. And after the First World War, the 11th hour, the 11th day of the 11th month, that was it, wasn't it? When it you'd be fucking gutted if you died if you got shot on the 10th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, wouldn't you? Like an hour before, hey, we're all going to stop and stuff like that. And then some German guy just wouldn't let it go. Just being, you know, trying to get his numbers up. They're very productive, the Germans. Aren't they? As many, as, you know, as the Holocaust would suggest. But this was World War One. That's World War Two, Ben. I know that. Yeah, so we all get a little poppy. We have a little, you know, that goes to charity and shit like that. So basically what we do in this country, we scare the shit out of veterans, war veterans, people who have been in war on the 5th of November. And then 6 days later, we commemorate the reason why they were scared to shit, like 6 days previous, the people who died in the wars and shit like that, with the old unknown soldier. Who is he? Nobody knows, do they? They do the old cenotaph thing in London, don't they? The old Queen goes down there, lays a wreath and stuff like that, and goes, you know, makes a little speech or something like that, and then there's a big parade in London. Whether that's going on this year or not, I do not know, people. This is information that has escaped the Ben Briggs podcast. Usually we have our finger on the pulse here, baby. don't we? We know everything through the wonders of the internet. Is there going to be let's have a little look, shall we? Oh God, man. Oh God, fucking hell. Come on, internet. Just when you need me, baby, you let me down. Parade Poppy Day London. I imagine not, because there's a fucking issue. Yeah, it's tomorrow. I remember it's Sunday. That's it. Service and parade usually takes place at 11. Yeah, I don't think it's going ahead this year. Not unless it's just. Oh yeah. It is going ahead. Which seems a bit weird, being as the country is plunged into lockdown. But maybe the old Brit spirit, to commemorate the thousands of people who have died, like millions, really, during the First World War, Second World War, and subsequent wars from then on. Hey, guys, can't we all just get along? Has history taught us nothing, guys? No, it doesn't, does it? That's what people say, isn't it? You know, you learn from those who fail to learn from history are fucking dickheads. Something like that, wasn't it? Is that the quote? And if anything, you'd be fucking, if you lived through the First World War and then you think, right, that's it, it's all over, the old Germans piping up again and all that sort of shit, that's never going to happen, all right? It's never going to happen. We'll just return to normal now. Well, there was millions fucking wiped out, but we can return to normal. Millions, more people, apparently, this is like the thing that people love to quote in it. More people died of the Spanish flu. Actually, Ben, it's true. More people died of the Spanish flu than they did in the whole of World War One. Well, yes, but please don't tell us that, because if we are learning from history at the moment, we are going through that fucking experience. Let's have a bit of positivity, shall we? I tell you what, one thing, with all of this COVID thing going on, let's have a little bit more tea. I genuinely feel sorry. I genuinely feel sorry for people who actually enjoy eating bat meat, because to have that taken off your plate, you know what I mean? You know, if somebody said to me, you can never eat profiteroles ever again, or it's going to wipe out, fucking millions of people around the world, cause the world lockdown just because you want to tuck into your favorite food. I genuinely feel sorry for that. Is there some sort of, black market for bat meat at the moment where people are just fucking, hey, you want some, standing on street corners, you want some fucking bat meat, mate? Do you? Hey, that guy over there is selling fucking bat meat, man. He's got fucking 2 kilos of fucking bat meat, man. This is my last supply. I don't know. That's just a wild thought I had there. If you genuinely, I love it. Is it fucking worth the risk? Is bat meat that nice? I mean, it could be fucking amazing. I don't eat meat, but it could be fucking amazing. Tastes like really succulent, really juicy. Oh my God, that is fucking, is it worth the risk of killing millions of people? I don't know, people. I don't know whether it's that good. Let's have a look at what's been going on in the old fucking news, because I haven't been up to a lot, guys. I'll tell you now, guys, right, guys? I haven't been up to that much this week, really. Just fucking working the day job. Because there's nothing to fucking do. Not that I, a lot of the time, do a great deal, but what are we? Like, we're fucking Thursday, we went into it Friday. We're 3 days in now, people. 3 days into a 4-week fucking lockdown. And life hasn't really changed that much for me. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't really done anything different than I normally do. I have been to the day job. I come home, I have breakfast, I have a sleep on the sofa because I try to treat every day like a Sunday. And I get up, I do a bit of writing, or I watch a film, depending. I alternate, people. That is what I'm doing at the minute. I'd tell you what, my general knowledge of films is fucking unbelievable at the moment. I'm watching old films, new films coming out, and that sort of thing. I am getting that is my crutch. That is my crutch at the minute. Just watching films and shit like that, and you know, talking to people online and shit. That's about it. Let's have a little bit more tea. So I've done very little, really, just filling my time. I'm living essentially a little bit like I'm retired. I have to go into work in the mornings, early morning, 4 till about 10:30, and then I come home, I have breakfast, I have a little sleep on the sofa, I get up about 2 o'clock, and I potter about. That's what we do well in this country, people. I don't know if anybody in any other countries do that, who are listening at the moment. Do you have a little potter about? Just potter about? Is that a thing? Is that a thing in your country? Where you're not really doing anything, but you're tidying kind of shit up. You do a bit of washing up. You clean the bathroom. You potter about a bit. And then you get a couple of jobs done. And then you think, well, I'm going to have to do those again in a couple of days. You just pottering about is basically an English way of procrastinating. That's it. Let's have a look at what's gone on in the news. Johnny Depp, apparently, this is one thing that came up. He says, Googling randomly, Johnny Depp, Fantastic Beasts. That's it. He's been banned from there. Johnny Depp's not having a great year after his fucking missus took a dump in his bed either. That was a hell of a thing, wasn't it? That's a hell of a thing. He was cut loose by this. Johnny Depp was forced to exit Fantastic Beasts franchise. Almost 3 years later, on November 6th, Depp announced on Instagram that Warner Brothers asked him to resign from playing Grindelwald. I have respected and agreed that... Is that something to do with the shit in his bed? I don't know. We can't actually, contractually, we're going to have to ask you to resign because there's a fucking awful smell on set at the moment, and we believe it's coming from you, Johnny. That was a hell of a thing, wasn't it? That all came out in court. That is, you know, if that is true, and I have no reason to not believe it, that is a hell of a way. You know, in the past... Not that I've shit in a bed or anything like that, but or had a bed or had my bed shat in. Not against my will. Anyway, hey, everyone's got a hobby. But that is a fucking hell of a thing that his missus allegedly out of spite took a shit. You know, at least sit him down. You know, she's gone rogue there. She's gone off track, hasn't she? You know, she has a myriad of things she can do if she's annoyed with Johnny Depp. You know what I mean? Or annoyed with any man. She has loads of options. You know, the classic cutting up the fucking clothes, burning the clothes, you know, that sort of thing. Fucking stabbing the sofa, smashing the light sockets out, you know, cutting off the electric. She has loads of things like that, but she has gone for some sort of dirty protest. She has thought, what I need to do to convey my anger at Mr. Johnny Depp is to take a shit in his bed. Whether that is real or not, shit in a bed, Johnny Depp. That's something I thought I'd never Google. Shit in a bed, Johnny Depp. Shocking picture of Amber Heard's poo in bed. This was back in July. It's just sitting there. She's just curled one out, isn't she? A shocking picture said to be Amber Heard's poo in a... they've pixelated it. Why would you pixelate a... Can you not show a shit on the internet? Is that what it's come to, people? Is this the sort of cancel culture we have created for ourselves where Amber Heard shit has to be pixelated, even on the internet? The excrement was found in the couple's bed after an allegedly explosive row. It sounds like an explosive row. Maybe it just popped out. Maybe it was like completely not in her control, and she got that angry. You look like you're that angry. You look like you're gonna shit, and then it just fucking boom. She just curled one out without any control over it whatsoever. Vowed to divorce Amber Turd. That's what they've called her. After claiming she left poo in the bed in revenge for a furious birthday bust-up. Well, if it was a birthday, was it her birthday or his birthday? The Star said it was a fitting end to his relationship with a 34-year-old after the crass act in their marital bed in LA. 2016, and that's still being brought up. Some things you just can't flush, baby. There we go. But he's been asked to resign from Fantastic Beasts. It doesn't say why. Let's have a look. For over a year, Depp had been dogged by headlines surrounding this. It is the marriage. Even before the hashtag MeToo movement exploded, I think he knocked her around a bit, did he? Or allegedly. Many of Rollins' fans had made it clear how upset they were that after briefly appearing, Depp was set to headline the follow-up Fantastic Beasts, despite Heard's claims. Yeah, so he's been let go, basically, because apparently she alleges that he... you got to cover your ass here, Ben. Wait! There we go. If only she did. Allegedly he's like assaulted her or something like that, and then it's 6 of one and a half a shit of the other, really, isn't it? Oh Jesus! But to have that out there, I mean, everybody, that's going to be a hard sell. I mean, Amber Heard's a fucking, like she's a fucking nice looking woman. She's not going to struggle getting another guy, but, if you did have an argument with her, you'd still, in the back of your head, if you're dating Amber Heard and you had an argument with her, you're going to, after she's left, she storms out after the argument, you're going to have a little, you're going to get on your hands and knees, and just give her a little sniff around. Just give the whole fucking area a sniff test just in case you can smell anything funny, down the back of a radiator or something like that. Oh, that's she waits for you to stick the heating on, and then suddenly the whole flat smells of it. Or you'd at least check under the duvet. That's what I'm saying. From now on, anyone she dates from now on, and she has an argument with, they're going to be checking under the duvet, under the bed, aren't they? Just giving it a little, is that, I don't know, that could be, and they're trying to convince themselves, maybe it's a pair of pants I just left down the back. There we go. At least you'd know. That's the good thing about it. Usually if you're in a relationship and you've upset them, you get the old silent treatment, don't you? You get the old silent treatment, and you're like, is anything right? No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. No, everything's great. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. Why? What's wrong with you? I've got nothing wrong with me. Maybe it's something wrong with you. You get all that shit, don't you? At least with Amber Heard, you're gonna know. You're gonna know you've upset her, aren't you? Everything all right, sweetheart? Yeah, everything's fine. It's just you've left a steamer under my pillow. I thought I might have upset you a little bit, sweetheart. There's something steaming, like by the side of my bed. I just stepped in, you left a shit in one of my slippers, baby. Like a fucking puppy. Jesus. What are we on, people? What are we on? 25. So he's not doing Fantastic Beasts 3, and neither am I. I'm sure his career's not going to suffer that much. I'm sure they can bring out another Pirates of the Caribbean to keep him going. That he's possibly contractually obliged to do, but he's been cancelled. Johnny Depp has been cancelled. Not only has he had his bed shit in, he has his career shit on as well. Let's have a little bit more tea. Yeah. What have we got? Here's the last bit. Let's end on a nice story, shall we? Which I saw. Stunning Pictures. This was actually quite a nice story. And I didn't know this. I love a bit of fucking. I ain't gonna lie to you, people. I love a bit of nature. You know what I mean? I like it. It's out there, innit? It was, It makes us. Hey guys, we just don't need to forget that us as human beings too. We're part of nature. Not really, are we? We're not running across the Serengeti trying to get away from a fucking pack of lions, are we? Russian photographer pictured the tender moment in the Indian Ocean whilst diving. Who knew that's how they did it? Stunning Pictures show. This actually was stunning to me, people. It was stunning. Stunning Pictures show mother sperm whale. Oh, hey, behave, people out there, behave. Oh, fucking Jesus. The amount of ads on shit. Stunning Pictures show mother sperm whale feeding its calf by injecting milk into the sea. I didn't know it was done like this, by the way. I just thought they had a little suckle like the rest of us. Just, swam up to a little teat and just went, hey, it's lunchtime. I'm going to have a little suckle on that. Photographer captured the incredible moment. Mike said it was a big honor for me to be there and so close in that private moment of a whale's life. Basically, she fucking, it's quite close, isn't it? Like she injects the milk into the sea. Once stimulated, the mother's nipples emerge and milk is released into the water. So the old calf's got to, we all got to do that, haven't we? The old calf, there it is, a baby whale knows how to stimulate a nipple. That's more than I knew at that age, I tell you. Struggle with it these days. I ain't gonna lie to you. Research suggests that sperm whales feed on milk in this way because their mouths are not conveniently shaped to support suckling. Why is that? Surely it should have evolved to be more convenient. I don't have a sorry, mother, I don't have a conveniently shaped nipple mouth, so you're gonna have to inject that milk into the ocean, and I'll just lap it up like a kitten. The female sperm whales and their offspring usually gather in pods of up to 20 members. Jesus, 20 of them doing that. It's the ultimate breastfeeding in public, isn't it? Hey, do you mind? I'm trying to eat over here. Hey, my baby. Do you think they're like that? Like those mothers who just whap a tit out at fucking McDonald's? My baby needs to eat, and my baby gets what it wants, and I get what I want because I have a baby. I don't know. I'm not really that bothered about fucking breastfeeding, to be perfectly honest. If people want to do it in public, they do it, don't they? But you can't expect people not to go, whoa, holy fucking shit, she's got a tit out and sticking it in a baby's mouth. Particularly guys. I know this is a man thing, people. But, I know, like a baby doesn't want to eat its fucking dinner in a fucking toilet cubicle. Nobody does, but we've all done it at times. It's not going to affect the baby that much, is it? I don't know. But then again, I'm not really averse. If I'm having a posh dinner or something, if I've paid a lot of money, to have a nice meal, there's one of those little quartet things playing in the background. I don't know who I am. I'm trying to suggest I live like I'm like one of the upper class passengers on the Titanic. I've never done this, but if I was going to pay a lot of money, You know, if you're at a Michelin star restaurant, you don't want to see on the next table a baby with a tit in its mouth. That's all I'm saying. There's a time and a place. It's somewhere in between a Michelin star restaurant and a fucking McDonald's toilet. Within the boundaries of that, I think it's okay to breastfeed your baby. But if you're paying like £200 a course for a fucking meal, you don't want to see a baby sucking on a fucking tit on the table next to you, do you? Excuse me, maitre d', can you get that person to put their tit away? I'm trying to eat a bit of fucking foie gras here. It's putting me off. Baby's got tit milk all over its mouth. Jesus. Anyway. Yeah, it was genuinely getting off the subject there, guys. Hey, if you would like to complain about that last section or in any way it triggered you, please write into podcast@benbriggs.co.uk. Yeah, so it looks like a bit of a fucking feeding frenzy going on there in the old pictures. There's a fucking update of the fucking baby's eye there. I'm loving this goddamn milk. My mama has the best fucking milk. Yeah, it's pretty fucking amazing, man. I love all that shit, man. I love all that fucking nature shit. I love a bit of fucking nature. Anyway, so I urge you to check out those pictures of that. It is fucking amazing. What are we on? 31 minutes, people. Holy fucking shit. That was episode 158 of the Ben Briggs podcast. If you're offended by any of the issues raised in this episode, please go fuck yourselves. But if you want to contact me about anything other than having a go at me about my breastfeeding opinions, please contact me at podcast@benbriggs.co.uk. I will be back on, drum roll please, Tuesday, people. Have a great rest of your weekend, motherfuckers. I'll speak to you on Tuesday. Take care.